I see all good people. Good morning. So anyway, every way that one can come to their senses is a bonus. And the point to be made is we need to continually be flexible to the changing circumstances of our individual realities. We make compromises when we're wise and realize that perhaps everything that we wanted to accomplish or felt we needed to do perhaps need not actually need be done. That there are compromises to be had. Sometimes we imagine things, we visualize, we prophesy, and the results aren't as we had anticipated or hoped for. Change. If we can utilize all the wisdom that we can bring to a subject to help us make a better decision concerning it, being realistic, what's going on moment to moment, yet still in a moment-to-moment basis, have a sense of wide perspective. Because one needs both. Because what happens in one moment is most assuredly not going to happen in 1,000 moments the same way. Remembering each day, calculated by science, comprises 86,400 moments in just one day. 1,000 moments is, in minutes, it's more like a meditation cycle, 15 minutes. The most important thing that we can do is have a positive attitude about the positive subject matter we feel are important. If meditation and mindfulness is important to oneself, keeping a positive attitude towards one's responsibility one has created, determined that they want to uphold, know that it is valuable and going to facilitate themselves being better human beings, Homo sapiens, parents, lovers, grandchildren, everything, business associates, everything, when one is being more mindful and positive. Because we're looking for the best outcomes that we can have, that we can share. Remembering each of us is a herald, a trumpeter, you might say, of our Aquarian age. Regardless if one wants to be or not is not important. It is that one is. For each of us is like a loudspeaker broadcasting throughout one's day. Oh, that one's energetic, that one's tired, that one's angry, that one's sad, that one's happy, that one's glad. You see it all. And one sees it all in one's own being, in degrees, variation. Everything is in what? A constant state of change. So the point of all this is to be flexible in one's practice. That's it in a sentence. And be positive in one's outlook, in one's cognition, how you are proceeding through your moments, how you are flowing through one's moments. Because it is all the same. And yet, if we evaluate our moments as they are skittering by in a wider sense of perspective, in wanting our moments to be more productive and helpful to us, then we analyze exactly what they are, or as much as we can conceive. and perceive and receive and be sensitive about. Understanding the basic concepts of energy. Everything in the universe is oscillating like a mofo. Everything. Amazing. It is awe, a sense of reverence and astonishment to think of what is space even. Take the energy out of space. What are we left with? I don't know. Is space even exists? Being in awe. In one's own way. It is good to be in awe every day. It is part of one's practice, in my opinion, to learn to find awe. Find those triggers, those statements, those feelings, those subject matters that help you initiate a sense of reverence and amazement, utilizing them for one's own self-engagement, one's success, finding awe. One's dimensions spread. One's foundation flourishes beyond the horizon, into space, into the universe. Do you think there is not a connection? All things are connected, have energies connecting them in the universe, not just in a bed where maybe there's another warm body close by and you feel the heat of another human. This is legitimately an energy. And yet, what about the strands of energy like a spider web? Using it as an analogy between you and everything else. It is here. If you listen and feel, there are pulls being made. Gravity, the one, yes. I had the strangest dream many years ago. It wasn't really a dream, but I was in bed and I awoke paralyzed. I couldn't move. I just was aware. And in this awareness, I could open my eyes. It was bright in my room. My little bedroom as a young lad, little single bed. And I noticed that there was a light, like a flashlight's beam, between myself, or the bed I was on, because I couldn't move my neck to look down, and the ceiling. And it was all a little disconcerting to me, to be quite honest. I didn't quite understand what was happening, and I was paralyzed, so this made me uncomfortable. And I thought to myself in those moments, I can't understand why there's a flashlight in my bed. But, I could see the results, so I knew something was there. And more importantly, or as importantly to me, was the fact that I couldn't move. So in my neck, I felt my pulse, my heart's squeezing motion, pressing blood through the vascular system. I felt it in my neck. And then the paralysis evaporated, disappeared. And being relieved that I could move, I went next to finding that damn flashlight. And of course, there wasn't one. And I leave you with that thought. What energies are there when mankind understands? Science says 1/1000th of 1% of the electromagnetic spectrum. What do we see? What do we feel? What do we perceive or understand? It is a source of humility, not of anguish, of reverence, of amazement, of astonishment, culminating in a sense of awe. We can read into these things that there is so much more than, and so much for us to aspire toward, for improvement. For widening our foundations. And what foundation do we begin with? With oneself. And how do we do that? By definition, by oneself means oneself, initially one's physiology. Pulsing, as we just mentioned, one's heart beating, squeezing. 60 times in a minute, 60 moments in a minute. Following and flowing with one's flowing heartbeat. You see? It's helpful. You can ride upon the wave of your own heart's beating blood into your vascular system. Like a surfer. Ride the blood in your arteries and veins. Then one's breathing the same way, riding the surfboard down your windpipe. And then back up again, flowing with this. Looking at it in this way, why not? It's a nice way. Glowing in the vibratory nature of kinetic energy. One's heart squeezing, one's lungs rising and subsiding, one's diaphragm doing the same. The peristaltic contractions of one's stomach when we're eating, digesting. These are major contributors to the warmth in one's vascular system, in your blood, because the heat is traveling through your blood to your fingers, to your fingernails, to your toes, so that they don't get cold. Following, oh surfers, into the nooks and the crannies and the folds, into the canyons of one's mind, of one's lungs. So the heat is flowing all the time. And when one looks underneath all of this to get to one's foundation, you are receptive and open-minded. Begin to caress your own body, your own physiology with your awareness, with your mind, with your senses. Smelling, tasting, feeling one's skin, hearing one's environment, the atmosphere we are immersed in energy. Atmosphere kind with nitrogen, carbon dioxide, the whole thing. Immerse, which is immersed in the energy of creation, the energy that makes up each one of these molecules and atoms. Layers, back to the matrix of creation. Flowing in this awareness is a nice place to be. One is in the pilot's cabin, so to speak, on your ship. You have the steering wheel close at hand. Control the rudder. Easy. Easier. To be flexible. Because we know things are going to be changing. We want to maintain flow with a positive attitude of understanding, grace in ourselves, soul, and allowing it to shine, shimmer, as one proceeds through the moments of life, lingering for a minute. Namaste.